Orphazyme ran up a gain of about 300% in the session of the 10th of June 2021, and it's an ADR stock. It's a US based, sorry, it's a Europe based stock somewhere in Denmark, I believe, somewhere in Copenhagen, Denmark. You can see what the chart looks like. You can see this, very steep gap from where it was. As a matter of fact, it was down, I believe, probably down at somewhere below its 10-day, its short and intermediate moving averages, and ran up all that gain to $21. I believe there isn't very much data around the stock itself, but we can see the oscillators are all looking up. The MACD histogram above zero and rising, indicating that the signals are very much bullish. And there's some publication they have put out there now, and it says the company has addressed the recent trading activity. It says the company it's based in Copenhagen, Denmark. The company is a late stage biopharmaceutical company pioneering the heat shock protein response for the treatment of rare diseases, and it announced today, June the 11th, that its ADS shares, representing its ordinary shares on NASDAQ, have since yesterday, June 16th 2021, experienced extreme volatility in price and trading volume. The company is not aware of any material change in its clinical development programs, financial condition, or results of operations that would explain such price volatility or trading volume that has occurred since June 10th, 2021. Investors who purchase the company's ADS or shares may lose a significant portion of their investments if the price of such securities subsequently declines. The company's application for arimoclomol for Niemann-Pick disease type C are under priority review with the FDA, with an expected PDUFA action date of June 17, 2021, as well as with the European Medicines Agency, with an opinion from the Committee for Medicinal Products for Human Use expected later this year, 2021. Cool. So I believe there might be some speculation based on that June 27 date. So that application for that arimoclomol for the Niemann-Pick type C disease, under priority review. So the FDA is reviewing the application. Probably that's the speculation behind it. I wouldn't want to just go and jump in and say it's a short squeeze, but every stock has a short. I mean, most stocks are shorted. So no matter what it is, on a day, on an ongoing basis, it's usually shorted, ORPH. So I wouldn't just want to conclude that that's what the case is. But we're actually looking at it. It's an increase. It has there. According to Short Squeeze, it's saying that the number of the short interest increased by 142%. And prior to that, the figure is 35,300. Before that, it was 14,600. But we don't exactly know what the float is. It's not here on Charles Schwab. It's not provided. And so moving on, let's have a look and see what's going on in this pre-market session, or rather post-market session, as the case may be. The stock has retraced 50%, so it's now down to $10.50. So that's what we're looking at right now. You can see that readout there. It's saying it's trading at $10.61, a retracement of 50%. So that's what's going on right now. There isn't very much moving. The chart itself is not exactly displaying that figure, but in any case, that's what's going on. below we can see that okay, it doesn't have any trend readout at the moment. It says its momentum as measured by 14 period slope stochastic oscillator is waning. This means that investors have been less aggressive in their recent purchases and may even be taking profits from positions but at lower prices. But obviously this is not reflecting what is going on right now. The stock ran up in an extension of about 300% or thereabout. So let's, fingers crossed, we'll see what's going to come, how things pan out in the coming session. But right now it has retraced by 50%. Even with that 50%, it's still up 200%. So let's try and see if this vertical extension we're looking at occurred in just one session, and it is very likely that it did. Yes, it occurred in one session. So this gap you're seeing here and this gapping you're seeing here occurred in one session. That is, it represents that 305% extension. So ORPH expecting an outcome from the FDA concerning its arimoclomol application for a Niemann type C disease. So I believe that might be why the stock has run up this amount of extension in just one session. But as you would expect, if it runs up this huge amount of extension, there's a good chance that it will also retrace, and that is what we're looking at right now. It has lost about 50%, so now down to about 10% of the $10 and some fraction. So we will continue to update you, and if you want to get involved in this stock, just be careful, just be really careful. It's highly volatile right at the moment, so just watch what you're doing. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.